Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This time in this video, I would like to explain about how to answer questions in TOEFL. But for now, I think I'm going to talk about structure first. All right, so let's talk about the structure. Structure is the second part of the test. After listening, you will have structure test, and the structure mostly in ITP, it consists 40 items for the sector, which has to be done in 25 minutes. So approximately like 30 seconds per for each question or for each item. Okay, and then for the structure, there are two parts. For part A, there is gap filling question. So, yeah, where the question has blank space where you have to find the best answer to fill the sentence. And then the part B, it consists of written expressions. Yeah, written expressions means there are there are some sentences, and then there are some words that is underlined, and then you have to find which one is the wrong one. So you have to choose the wrong one in the written expressions. So when we talk about structure section, talk about we're not only talking about how the grammar rules are, but also we talk about how the sentence is constructed. Okay, and then before we talk further, we have to learn several terms here. Okay, so the first term is a phrase. A phrase is a series of words. It can consist of one or more than two, in fact, and what is it? It makes certain compositions in the sentence, for example, like noun phrase, adjective phrase, verb phrase. So we talk about noun phrase. It means that the noun is consisted or constructed in many words. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, for example, like okay, a beautiful girl. All right, since the last word is a noun, it means that a beautiful girl is a noun phrase. Yeah, this is noun, but it consists in three words: a, beautiful, and then girl. This is called phrase. That there is what is it? Adjective phrase. For example, like very fast or so beautiful. It's also an adjective phrase. Okay, yeah, this is phrase, and there is also verb phrase. Yeah, maybe further we can talk about it. Okay, the next one, the next term is about clause. Clause is a series of words which at least consist of a subject and a verb. That at least there are subject and verb. And then when you see that in a sentence there is a subject, there is a verb, then it means that the sentence consists of one clause. And yeah, there is sentence. Now, sentence is actually can consist more than one clause. So it could be two, three, or in my case, I've seen five or four clauses in a sentence. So the sentence is marked by a full stop. Yeah, a full stop. Okay, so next, the structure. How is the structure of a sentence? So let's talk about sentence pattern. The very common sentence pattern is subject, verb, object, or complement. Yeah, as we know that a sentence can be at least consisted of subject and verb. Meanwhile, for the object and the complement, it's actually optional. Yeah, you can find a sentence without an object, and also you can find a sentence without a complement. Now, what is subject? What is verb? What is object? What is complement? So, subject and object is basically noun. Okay, so anything that can construct a noun could be a subject and also could be an object. And also we have pronoun like I, you, they, we, she, her, him, etc. It could be subject or object too. So maybe we can have a special video to talk about pronoun. Okay, and then the verbs. What is verbs? Okay, verbs could be an action or it's a predicate. In a sentence, we must have verbs. Meanwhile, verbs could be in a form of auxiliary. You know, can be a form of the main verbs. And also there is a word. It's actually a main verb, but what is it? Talking of its function, we differentiate it as a linking verb. Okay. Okay, the next one is a complement. What is complement? Complement is actually additional information. Okay, additional information. Could explain about the information of time, the information of place, or ways, how the subject do something, and then also in a general information and general information. For example, like mm, it could be what is that, adjective, or it could be a noun in some cases. Yeah, that is a complement. Yeah, so a sentence can consist of subject, verb, object, complement. For example, I I buy 2 books. Oh, it's the end of the notes. I buy 2 books every month. All right, so if we talk about the structure, I is a subject, buy is a verb, because it's basically an activity that the subject do, and then 2 books is the object, and then every month is the complement. Yeah, because it tells us about the information of like time, yeah, like how frequent does this person or the subject do this. Okay, that is the complement. But don't worry, a sentence doesn't have to have objects and complements, because sometimes the sentence can only consist of like I cry. It could be like that. Or maybe I cry every night without any object. That's fine. Yeah, as long as the subject and the verbs remain. Okay. All right. So now let's talk about the first grammatical rules that is essential along the structure explanations. Okay, the rule number 1. What is the rules? The rules are simple. So if the subject is singular, then we have to use singular verb. Okay, and if the subject is plural, then we have to use plural verb. Okay, what is singular? What is plural? Singular means there's only one thing, that the subject is only one. Meanwhile, plural, yeah, it means that the subject are many. I mean, the subject is many. Yeah, when plural means the subject is many. Yeah, there are many of let's say nouns that doing it like that. Yeah, that is the very first rule. Now it means that we have to know which one is singular, which one is plural. So basically, singular verb is the verb that can be suitable with the subject he, she, it, which means, okay, we can use, okay, verb plus s or es in simple present context, and then we can use verb to in simple past context, and then we can use will in future context, and then for the auxiliaries we can use does, and then we can use is, we can use was, we can use has, we can use had, and the rest of the verbs. Okay, that is the singular verb. The most significant is this one in the verb 1 form or in the base form with s and es. especially in simple present, and then in simple present also, but in negative form or in question form. Yeah, we need us to show negative and question. And then for non-verbal sentence, we need is, and also in continuous, we need is, we need was. In perfect tense, we need has. Present perfect, we need has. And well, for the past tense, we need had. But had can get along with all subject. I mean, either it is singular or plural. So what is the plural verb? So it means that it's the base form of the verb without any additional s or es. And then we can also add the verb to or past verb. Verb to is past verb. In my place, it's called verb to. And then we can also put will because it get along with all of the subjects. And then the next one, we can add are for nominal sentence or for non-verbal sentence, and then for continuous sentence. For the past one, we can use were. And then for perfect tense, we can use have. Yeah, present perfect, we can use have. Meanwhile, for the past perfect, something, we can apply had. Yeah, these are the plural verb. So when you analyze a sentence, you have to know either the subject is singular or plural. And now let's talk about what is singular subject and plural subject. When we talk about subject, it's a noun, right? Okay, it's a noun. So a noun could be in a singular form or in a plural form. Okay. For singular form, of course, you can find a noun without s. Noun without s. For example, bag. Meanwhile, in plural, we can see it with s. Noun with s. For example, car become cars, and then bag become bags. House become houses. Okay, and then plate become plates. Okay, meanwhile for the irregular, noun, the changes from singular to plural is quite abstract. For example, like child become children, and then person become people, or even man become men. Just change the A into E. And also there is, in some cases, there is a noun that is not changed. For example, like sheep, it's still sheep in a plural noun. Yeah, maybe you can search further information about irregular noun. Um, I believe the Google will give you the information about the changes. Okay, and then the next one, we can have uncountable noun. Okay, that I explained before, it's countable noun. Over here, okay, it's countable noun because there is singular and plural form in countable. Okay, we can simply count one by one. That is countable. Meanwhile, uncountable, it's hard for us to count because it's unlimited, or maybe there are so many of it or so much of it. That's why we called it uncountable. We cannot count this noun one by one. For example, sugar. We can't really count how many sugar. And then also like rice, water, oil, and then uh, like salt, coffee, and then um, what is it? Like time, and then news. And news is actually uncountable noun. Yeah, this one. The s here it's meaningless. I mean, it's the basic form. It's already come up with the s. Yeah, that is uncountable noun, and uncountable noun is always singular. That's why I put it here, because uncountable noun is always singular. Okay. Yeah, you should remember about this one because it will affect the verbs that we have to use. Okay, let's take a look of these questions. Okay, when you want to do the question, you have to find the verb first. Okay, so this is the very basic tip. So, yeah, you have to find verb first. Please locate the verb. Where is the verb? Why? Because commonly verb becomes the main question. It means that when we can find out that there is no verb, so it means that that is what we're looking for. So we don't have to be confused because we can see that, for example, number one. Okay, in this sentence or in this question, we don't see any verb. Okay, coffee is a noun, and then delicious is an adjective. So we don't see any verb here. Now it means we need to find verbs, but which one is the correct verb for the subject? Okay, as we can see here, there is so, which means it's not a verb at all. So we can simply eliminate the, what is it, the wrong answer. And then next, let's see the subject. Where is the subject? The subject is this one, coffee. Coffee is the subject. Now, is coffee countable or uncountable? Is coffee singular or plural? From the previous explanation, okay, from this explanation, coffee is uncountable noun. It means that it's always singular. Okay, since coffee is singular, so we have to find a singular verb. Where is the singular verb? We can eliminate the wrong answer, for example, like are. Are is for plural. Were is also for plural. It means the best answer is B. Okay, all right, the next one. Number three, let's take a look at number three. Okay, let's see. We can see that there is the word not going here, which seems to be the verb. But remember, verb ing, okay, or the continuous form, it cannot stand alone because we have to add the auxiliary here. It cannot stand alone. We have to add the to be here. Okay, since we are looking for the to be, it means that do and does are eliminated. It means that since we're looking for to be, so we have to eliminate do and does because it's not be form. So the remain options are is and are. The problem is for singular. Are is for plural. Now it means we have to look at the subject. The subject here is the girls. We can see there is the s in the end of the noun, which means it represents that this subject is in plural form. So that's why the best answer is B, like that. Okay, next. Yeah, I haven't explained about it, but if you see and in the subject, it becomes compound noun, where we have to count all of the subject here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It means there are 4 people doing it. So it's clearly that the subject is in plural. So we have to find a plural verb because we don't see any verb here. Okay, so what is the best answer? All right, we can see here going is not suitable because going comes up without any be or to be, any auxiliary. And then goes with as, it is a singular verb. So it's wrong. And then the problem is went and go. Went is the verb to, or the past form of go. Meanwhile, go is the best form. Now, which one do we use for this? We can see the signal or the complement of this sentence is every week. It represents a repeated action, which means supposed to be in simple present. Okay, in simple present, we have to use the base form or the verb one form. That's why go is the best answer. Like that. Okay, that is how you answer the question. Don't forget the tips. Yeah, so the very first time that you have to do is to locate the verb because it's easily to be recognized like that. And then after that, we can, of course, can locate the rest of the structure, especially the subject, because it will affect the verb that we have to use. And then after that, don't forget the agreements, the subject verb agreements. Okay, singular subject is for singular verb, plural subject use plural verb. Yeah, don't forget about it. Okay, so I think that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching this video. Uh, I would like to know what is exactly your problem in doing the structure. So maybe we could talk about it on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. Thank you so much. See you. Bye.